Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to the March Monthly Tournament from SD League. Today we have Lathans vs CoopzDiablo in round 1. First game today, second game tomorrow. So, today Lathans playing as the 39th on the right hand side in blue, and over on the left in red we have Coops playing as their 79th. So, Russia versus Russia here effectively. MiG-23 out already, took some shots from those Cubs, but wasn't actually shot down. He's coming back around for another pass, certainly wasting those missiles. Oh, it's going for the Mi-24K, but the Cubs firing at it. Is it going to get in the way again? Ooh, that is very lucky. Only one hit. A second hit would have finished it off. Good spread of units for both players right now. We have Coops with forward deployment, and obviously Coops is lacking in infantry, but has more and bigger tanks, whereas Lathans has more infantry overall. So this is going to be an interesting fight. And it'll be a question of whether Coops can use tanks effectively to hold back the tide of infantry that Lathans can technically throw at him. Obviously things like the BMP-3 are also a big advantage. Some defense up here for Coops, not forgetting about defending Echo. Both players capping their back points respectively straight away. Infantry commander rolling in down here. I think Lathans will want to get into this corner at Delta very early on by the looks of it. Oh, and loss of a jet there. I think that was a MiG-23 going down at the back. Look at the flames on that thing. It looks like a comet coming down. Cubs are now out of missiles, but they have done their job. Majority of forces for both players have technically gone to the centre. More so for Lathans, perhaps. He's got 3 squads of infantry here. There's more than 3 here, technically. And there's a BMP-2 there, so interestingly, the commander's been got out there. I'm surprised. I honestly thought Lathans was going to drive it all the way down here. Obviously, he probably wouldn't be sure if there was recon there to see it. Just having a look at what's coming in. Nothing too exciting at the moment. T-62 there, but a marker's gone down. What is that marker? The marker's not actually on anything. Lathans has marked it, though, so I'm not sure what he thinks is there. Neither player with a command in the centre as yet. There is a command coming in the back there for Coops, though. Where's the command for Lathans is the question. Oh, he's got one up there. Oh, Lathans was thinking about going around the back, but Coops is prepared. He does have the Spetsnaz GRU there. Interestingly, he did have the BMP-2 up here, but he has actually moved it. Obviously, focusing more firepower in the centre. Currently, +3 to Coops. Can he maintain that is the question. Here's the command on the move now. He's moving that one to the centre by the looks of it. Not planning to go for Delta anytime soon then. Reinforcements coming in here for the centre. And now a T-80B coming in for the middle of the map. Apologies, these ones I mean are coming to the centre of this point, Delta. Technically that's the centre of the map. Sort of. T-80BV coming in. Big tanks coming in for Lathans as well. Obviously, you know, 39th is one of those divisions that just is pretty good at everything. So it's got lots of good infantry, it's got the BMP-3s, and it's got the big tanks. Whereas Coops doesn't have the BMP-3, but he has the tanks and the bigger tanks. So it's an interesting fight between these two. Lathans command vehicle on the move now, trying to push around to Echo. He's going for that sneaky cap, but not only is there a chopper still in that point for Coops, he's left it there deliberately. He's also got the Spetsnaz GRU here. Now this could end very badly depending. Now that's staying there. And Lathans is dropping off some Razvedka, and he's got the rocket attack chopper that's dropped them off as well. So technically he can deal with these Spetsnaz, but I think that it's kind of going to give the game away because Coops will know what's going to happen. So he will be prepared for it. Coops was in there with his command, has moved it out, will now move it back in as the command has arrived from Lathans down here. That's Sapri Commander. Not a huge amount of units in here realistically for Coops at the moment. I feel like Lathans certainly has a bigger force there. There's a lot more down here for Coops though, so I'm pretty sure Coops can get into Bravo. Loads of infantry coming in now though. Lathans has realised that this is what's going to happen and is calling in loads of reinforcements down here. Look at them all coming in. Pouring through there. Only BMP2s at the moment. No BMP3s on the map, I don't think. There's BMP1 up here and a BMP2. More Sapri up. I mean, Lathans is bringing in a lot of stuff here. More reinforcements coming in for Coops as well, though. He's not just going to take it lying down. Spetsnaz Gru coming in as well at the front here. There is this squad of infantry in a vehicle back here, but that's not really doing a huge amount. I mean, it could come up and get a snipe on that, I suppose. Centre is back to neutralise. Coops is ahead in points right now. He's going to have a bitter fight for the centre of the map because Lathans is pushing around slowly here, trying to keep his BMPs at range just to fire in and do damage. Obviously, he also has these brilliant 30mm automatic grenade launchers in here. Little bit stunned, little bit low cohesion. So at the moment, Coops is in a better position, but he is taking a lot of fire from the BMPs as well now, and that's the big issue here for him. Spetsnaz Gru at some point managed to get the kill on that command vehicle that was pushing forward. Mot Razvedka are pushing up, but Coops will be pleased. Spetsnaz did their job. Tunguska pushing up around here. Cub is at the back. T-80B still rolling in there. But that is a nice catch for Coops, that he was prepared and ready for that command coming in there. He will be pleased with that. A little bit of a thorn in the side of Lathans. Obviously, Coops can't do the same. He can't get his own command around the back because there are the Mot Razvedka there, but every little helps. A little bit worried about Coops in the centre. He's obviously focused quite a lot of resources down here, and his forces are very spread out across this entire front line, including that command pushing up here, whereas Lathans is a lot more clustered. If you get into this clustered position, it means that Lathans can take on Coops' forces one at a time almost. So this is really bad for Coops. Even if he manages to push these guys into this point, Lathans can just move down the line, killing them one by one. Choppers coming in for Lathans to support as well. There are Iglas coming in for Coops, though. That will be helpful. Oh, we've got an Uragan in for Lathans. Something we've seen in a few games from Lathans now. He is starting to favour the Uragan. He's bringing it in multiple times. And it is better than it used to be. No question about that. Command has been moved out for Coops. He's obviously a little bit concerned about it. There are plenty of units here. Another T-80B coming in there. There's one at the top, but it is damaged. Mot Razvedka versus Spetsnaz Gru. This is an interesting fight here. Spetsnaz technically have the advantage because these guys are already cohesion low. Reinforcements being called in up here for Lathans. Lathans currently +3 and has pushed ahead in points. There's a lot going on in this map. A lot is happening right now. And I'm, you know, my hands... I've got to give credit to Coops here because he's keeping up with Lathans. And that is like an astronomical thing to me. Keeping up with Lathans being all over the map, attacking multiple points. And Coops is managing it. Here's Coops coming in the bottom of this point with more forces, including that command pushing in now. Reinforcements being called in here for Lathans, though. It's like he knows they're there. I don't know how he's seen them, but he must know they're there. But Lathans in a good position here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a command coming in to try and get into this point. T-80BV moving into a nice defensive position there, though. But Lathans in a very solid position up here. Currently it is +1 to Coops because he has this bottom point to himself. Here's that Sapri commander coming in. Moving the command out. I mean, Coops is being really sensible here. Moving his commands in and out when he feels they're at risk. It's a really good move. T-80B getting some kills here. Just taking out these vehicles. Oh, did lose some infantry though. Look at this. An absolute swarm from Lathans down there. More coming in. Those choppers still flittering around the back. Sapri RPO being moved up again. The problem is, Sapri RPO are no use against the BTR-60s. There's a tank coming in which will help. These choppers are a problem. He does have an Igler here, though. There's another Igler at the back as well. This feels like a really tense fight between these two. I'm surprised at how much has happened already. I'm very worried about the middle, though. Lathans has a lot more still alive in there. He's got all that clustered at the top. And Lathans, at the moment, has this advantage in that he is clustering his forces, whereas Coops feels a lot more spread out. Which means he's covering more area, but it means Lathans can just swarm his units. And that can be very powerful sometimes. Igler's getting some shots off here. Not the best line of sight, though, is the issue when it comes to forests. And my 24 AA is going to get taken out here, I think. Command is back in. Back to just +1 for Lathans. He is still out ahead, though. Coops is making Lathans work for this one. SU-25 rocket coming in here. What's it going for? Going for the Motrazvedka. Absolutely annihilates them. That command... Oh, no, that's alright. It's a BMP-1. I thought it was the command for a second. MiG-23 coming in to go for the SU-25. SU-25 is engaging it. Ooh. SU-25 not giving up without a fight. That MiG needs to get out of there. Look at how far it's following it. That's brutal. T-80 trying to hold the line on its own here versus all those infantry. It's not going to happen. Reinforcements are coming in. But here we go. Look, Lathans pushing down with all of those forces, that huge clump of forces. I mean, this is where you want a huge carpet bomber just to lay waste to as many of these as possible. I mean, it's an expense and you're probably going to lose it, but Coops needs something to just annihilate a load of forces really quickly. Because again, he's got a single RPO going in here. And they stand no chance against this blob. It's just not going to happen. S-25 anti-tank coming in here. Is it going for the tank? It is. It has eyes on. What is even seeing that? The choppers at the back can't see it. That must have been an attack ground because it didn't launch its missiles. That must have just been he knew where it was. Oh, the MiG's going to get shot down. Yeah. 3 Cubs there it took fire from. Turned the wrong way. Look at this from Lathans, though. Complete control of the center of the map now. He's only +1 because of this being neutralized. Now, Lathans' forces are slightly split up. He's got this big group here and this group here. These choppers could do a lot of... Oh, only one of them's got weaponry. That's a shame. I was hoping it was 2 rockets, but it's not. The Mi-24 will be good, but it's going to take a lot of fire in the meantime. And there's just not a lot in here. I mean, Coops is in trouble now. A lot more consolidation of his forces up here, though, so he should be able to push into this side. His command is moving in. It is very low on fuel, though. Lathans wrestling back control at this point. SU-25 anti-tank and rocket coming in. Will make short work of this. He can see it. There it is, dead. Tank out on its own. Very risky. A really good early start here for Coops, getting into this point, really throwing Lathans off his intent to just focus on the middle. And he had to call in all those reinforcements here, but all those reinforcements now are going to pile drive into Delta, I would imagine. I don't think he'll just keep them back. And he's still in a really good position in the centre. +3 to Lathans, ticking up those points. Can Coops break through anywhere? There's a chance he can get something back into the centre and neutralise this again. But I can imagine... Yeah, look at this. MI9 command chopper. Lathans is going for Echo again. He's sending in Svedka to kill the Spetsnaz Gru. Is that the same squad that we're fighting before? Is it a different... I don't even know. That could be a completely different squad that he's brought in. But he's just flying the MI9 chopper straight over them. Surprisingly. Tunguska's got the chopper. Oh, beautiful positioning on the Tunguska from Coops. Absolutely annihilated that command chopper. That's twice Lathans' sneaky round the back attempts have been thwarted by good positioning from Coops. BTR just sitting next to that Tunguska. Surely that Tunguska could do some damage to that, though. Actually, its guns are only HE. That poor Igla. Wow, Lathans has stopped. +3 currently to Lathans, but he stopped here. I honestly thought he would just push. There's quite a few tanks waiting for him, to be fair, and the command still alive back here. I honestly thought Lathans was just going to pile drive into Delta, but he's not. He's not even moving that command. Loads of tanks coming in to oh, he is going to push. He's bringing in loads of T-80s. Well, T-62s and a T-80, sorry. So he is going to push. He just wants something to deal with these tanks, obviously. Coops is in the corner, though. Come on, Coops. You can do this. Tunguska being pulled back into Echo itself. Chopper being brought in. There's not... Oh, there is some Iglas there. I was going to say there's not a lot of AA, but there are a couple of Iglas at the back. And they're not in a bad position because they probably have a decent line of sight through those trees because they're just little rows of trees rather than being in a forest. Loads more reinforcements heading to the centre. There's not a lot down here protecting this commander, though. If Coops plays his cards right, he could kill that commander here. He needs to get on top of that tank with some of these Motostrelki. That command is running. He's running with the command. Lathans knows it's out of position. SU-25 AT coming in here. Not sure if it's actually targeted on anything. Oh, it's just going to the back there. Obviously being brought in. That Sapri commander is giving its position away. It's engaging on the Motostrelki. Can the BMP get up here and absolutely wreck it? 25 AT swinging around. It is being targeted at the BMP. The BMP is opening up on this. SU-25 taking fire from a Cub. MiG-23 coming in, engaging it. Command is dead. Lathans' command is dead. Back to +3 for Coops. Coops is about to be in a lot of trouble at the bottom, though. MiG-23 might actually get out of this alive if the Iglas don't kill it. Ah, Igla got the kill. Barely even saw the missile going at it there. This 25 AT takes a hit from a Cub. Second one misses. Third one. Nice. SU-25 is down. Finally. Command coming in for the centre from Lathans. Loads of anti-air coming in. That is a lot of anti-air coming in. Well done, Coops. Well done. You caught Lathans out of position with that command. Genuinely pleased to see that. I thought it was going to be all over. I thought Lathans had just done it. And there's that Uragan firing again, trying to kill that command. Coops just moving it out of the way, though. Loads of reinforcements coming in for the centre from Lathans now. Still got plenty up here, but, you know, Coops is bringing in a lot. Remember, Lathans has put a lot of money into this bottom point. So he can push Delta. Now, admittedly, Coops doesn't have a lot defending Delta. I'm a bit worried. He is calling in a T80U, but it might be too little too late. Coop gets another shot off at the SU-25. SU-25 is going out. Will they get another hit? No, misses. Almost. Almost. T-80B absolutely wrecked immediately. Everything's on top of it. Just an army of BTR-60s rolling in here. I mean, that T-80 will murder them, but the amount of tanks that are here for Lathans, that T-80 is going to be in trouble the moment it... I mean, it opened fire, it missed. This is going to be very unpleasant for that T-80. Gets a kill. Can it get another one? Takes a shot. Cohesion is low. Who fires first? T-80 is going to smoke as well. Yes. Oh, Coops' command is out in the middle of the... No, it's out in the middle of the road. No. Why not? Oh, dear. That... Why? Oh, God. I don't think it was meant to be there somehow. SU-24 clusters coming in. Oh, yeah, this is a carpet bombing cluster. T-80BV, murdered. T-62, murdered. Oh, it survived. It's alright. T-80U should clear up here then. That was the big T-80BV dead. T-80BV here finishes the job there. T-80U should come in and get some kills as well if he's careful with it. Need some recon in here, really. There's a lot of stuff down here. Where's the command? There isn't actually a command coming in. I thought that... Oh, it is moving now. He is moving it up now. Another T-80 coming in. Command is in the center. Back to +3 for Lathans. Command is not quite in the point for Coops. T-80BV laying down the fire. T-80U is side on at the moment to some of this stuff. He needs to be careful. A little bit worried about the T-80U. T-80B coming in. It's going to the center. Command back in the center there. Artillery pieces in for Lathans as well now. Again, something we've seen Lathans use more of late. Artillery. I think we went through a period where no one was using artillery very much, and now Lathan's certainly using the Uragan. He's using the 152mm stuff quite a lot, keeping up that pressure. Is that a chopper being taken out by the Strela there? Yeah, another one here getting murdered as well by the Strelas, and all of these units. Sapri Commander pushing up. Command has to be pulled out of here. If he can get it in the top corner, though, I mean, he's got control up here now. Lathans obviously has had to pull back because he focused all that expenditure down here. Then he's had to expend on this corner, and he's lost the top in the meantime. Coops is doing a really good job of pushing Lathans back at various places here. But this is becoming a challenge down at the bottom. Still +3 to Lathans right now. He is moving the command up to the top by the looks of it. Yeah, it's coming up to this area here. It is going to... Oh, wow. Oh, thank God for that. It was going to drive up that road in the view of everything in the middle. But he's realised and has corrected that. That did make me panic a bit. Come on, Coops, get that command back in there, neutralise this, and then push back somewhere. He could get a command around the top now. There's nothing protecting it for Lathans. He could get some sneaky extra points here. Obviously, the choppers are a worry, but he could technically get some around. Sapri command has been put back in a vehicle, ready to be moved up. Command back in for Coops. Coops pushing quite hard here with just some BMPs. That's really risky. Vehicles on their own. He has killed the command, though. I think that's all he did, is he went in and killed the command with them. Well done, Coops. I mean, that's all he needed to do, really. Risky in general, but it did the job. That'll drive Lathans bonkers. I wonder how many commands Lathans actually has left now. Because as we discovered in the February tournament, there was at least once he ran out of commands, and he said it has been happening more, so he's added more to his deck, that's for certain. Because he's now got the command choppers in, the command infantry, and the command vehicles. I don't know if he has any command tanks. Clusters coming in here to go for the Strellas. He may or may not get a kill. The Strellas are being moved. Lathans has realised. Oh, this might be a good hit here on this one. Ah, no, and he lost one of them. The other one took damage. He didn't get any kills. That's a shame. Lathans very good at manoeuvring stuff about. Look at all of this here. Command is now in the point. He has control. Because there was no command in there anymore. For Coops, obviously, he lost that command. Currently +1 for Lathans. He's still over the halfway mark. 13 minutes left of this game. His 25 takes a hit, takes another hit, and goes down. There we go. Lathans has command tanks. T80 BVKs. That'll be rolling into the middle. Much harder to kill. You can't just roll a couple of BMP2s up to kill that. You're going to need a huge amount of infantry. Lathans with quite a lot of stuff back here. More reinforcements coming in here. I mean, there's a lot in this bottom corner for Lathans now. It's going to be hard to dislodge him. A lot of AA as well. I mean, T80BV. Oh, there's a command. Oh, T80BVK command from the top there for Coops. I didn't even see that come in at any point. I was going to say I was waiting for one to be called in, but there was one already on the map. Oh, T80 caught out of position here. Motorstrelky up close and personal. Should be able to beat it head on. They're not getting any side shots. And the Sapri RPO pose no threat. Razvedka BMP1 pushing up here. Lathans hasn't spotted this yet, or he'd have moved that tank up, I guess. BMP2's coming in here. There the tanks go. Moving in now. T80 BVK pushing up to here. Getting out of the way of that artillery. Risky position, though. A little bit worried about this tank. It's about to get side shot if it's not careful. Yeah, BMP1 gets immediately smacked. Oh, these guys need to be out of their vehicles. Oof. Don't worry about the Sapri RPO. You need to kill the tanks. I say that. And then it's actually Motorstrelky, so they do need to worry about the Sapri RPO. I retract my statement. You need to worry about all of it. All of it. Yeah, that was unfortunate. They just came in and got absolutely smashed. Lathans on the move in the centre now. He's got his command tank in. +2 to Lathans currently. I'm eyeing up Alpha, but I'm not sure if Coops has anything that can get round there quickly. But this is like... Lathans has those choppers, but if you could sneak something around just temporarily... T8... Where's that T80 going? This is so risky. T80 coming in. Command tank there. T80U just sat at the back. Annihilated. Close range. At that close range, the penetration power of the tank goes up so much. Maybe if you had two in pushing at the same time. There's a lot of stuff down here, but it's nothing too exciting. But Lathans is going to take the centre again. MiG-23 got some shots off on those choppers, I assume, there. 10 minutes left of this game, and it's been tense. Coops has done an amazing job of fighting back Lathans here. Absolutely fantastic. And I think, you know, a lot of you who've perhaps watched the channel and the other channels and watched Coops play through these tournaments, I hope you can all see how much Coops has improved since he first started playing. I mean, you know, he's got so much better so quickly. And that's one of the beauties of playing in these tournaments. People seem to learn so quickly. So if you're wanting to learn the game and getting into 1v1s and stuff, yeah, you may struggle a bit at first, but this is a great way to do it, because the community is always really helpful and will talk to you about how you played. Like if you go up against Lathans, he's probably going to talk to you afterwards and, you know, assess where each of you went wrong and stuff. So it's a really good community spirit in these tournaments for the most part. So if you're keen, get yourself on the SDL Discord, get yourself on the website, get yourself signed up to this stuff. Artillery going in at the top here. I mean, that command is soon to be out of that point. But Coops has fought long and hard for this game. But I'm afraid I think it's gone in Lathan's favour now. Sapri Commander rolling. What is going on here? It's going up. That is really risky. It came down the main road. If that tank was parked at the edge of there, it would be dead. It's going to die if it tries to push this way anyway. There's loads of BMP2s there. Command back in the bottom here. So that's Sapri Commander back to being +2 to Lathans. He's using the choppers as recon. He's pushed quite a few forces into here. It will probably hold for a while, but 6 minutes left. He's got that Sapri Commander pushing up around the top as well. Ah, there's choppers up here now guarding that back bit. Cluster coming in here. Going for that, I assume. It's going to take a lot of fire. There's a lot of AA. Does manage to get its bombs off, but it is very likely going to... Yeah, I was going to say, it's surely dead. Does get the kill, though. Probably not worth it. But at this point, it's all over. Lathans is just attack, move, everything into this point. 5 minutes left. Lathans is way out ahead. It would take a lot for poor Coops to catch up now. But he has fought really, really hard in this match. Really given Lathans a run for his money. Amazingly well done. T80U taking a lot of missiles here. Oh. Fantastic front armor, but taking a lot of shots. Oof. It is not long for this world. There it goes. Well done, Lathans. Beautifully played as always. But lots of credit to Coops in this one. has done a fantastic job. There goes the Uragan. There's 2 Uragans in now. You monster Lathans. My 24p coming in, but there's a lot of Strellas in here. I enjoyed that game. Really enjoyed that game. It was really fast moving at the start. Lots going on. Lots going on. T80s pushing in here as well. More T80s. Coops is fighting till the bitter end here. There's the command dead in that point. And there's a surrender. Well done, guys. Really good game. Obviously, Lathans way ahead in kills, especially towards the end there, but so well fought by Coops. Let's have a look at the kills and losses. I mean, just look at this. There's nothing here with loads of kills on Lathan's side. It's just lots with a few. Pretty similar on the other side as well. I mean, the BMP2 got the most kills, I think, out of anything that's not a tank. But wow, what a game, guys. What a game. Really, really enjoyable. Looking forward to game number 2 tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's see if Coops can bring it out to a 1-all draw.